I don't know about you guys, but this whole quarantine thing came in and took me completely by surprise. All of a sudden, the speed of everything in my life completely changed. I know that a lot of people are in a position now where they have to figure out things to do, so I thought I'd help you guys out. As a self proclaimed professional introvert, I gotta say that I've never really felt busier in my life. All of a sudden, there's time for so much, and the things that I've been tossing on the back burner for years are all of a sudden possible. So, I thought I'd give you guys an update on how quarantine has been going for me and what it means for the channel. So, without further ado, let's get to a day in quarantine. The times I've been waking up recently are pretty erratic, but one thing I gotta say remains the same is how long I stay in bed after I wake up. I usually slack around for about 15 to 30 minutes, and I'm mostly just planning on what I'm gonna focus on throughout the day. But I bet. Then I get dressed and eat breakfast. Whenever it's time to eat, I tend to tune into a little bit of anime. I know y'all are probably caught up on all your favorite shows by now, so feel free to try something new. I'm even give you all some suggestions. All dubbed and in English, of course, because it makes for an easier transition for all the young weebs out there. For those of you who are looking for a very competitive show with very larger than life characters and conflicts, then tune into something like Food Wars or My Hero Academia or Haikyuu. If you're in the mood for more of a good, wholesome cry, then check out Anohana on Netflix. If there are more metal aspects in your mind that are trying to claw their way out of you and you're looking for some intense thrill ride of a show, then feel free to check out Death Note and or Devilman Crybaby. And hey, if any of these shows tickle your fancy and you want to get more into the whole thing, just check out Mother's Basement. His channel is much more informed on the subject than me, and honestly, I take a lot of pointers from it anyway. And if y'all do happen to get into anime, get in touch with me. There aren't many weebs here. To be completely honest, I spend a lot of time watching Haikyuu. I've got a little bit of footage of it. And I was binging it so much that I felt really guilty, and so I started doing 25 push-ups every single time it opened. But as you can see, it was really enjoyable. So I'm not recommending shows that suck. Trust me. And then I make sure that things with school aren't going too abysmally. 2 days a week I've got online classes from 11 o'clock to 3:15, and every day I've got school assignments of varying length to worry about. If I'm having a hard time focusing, I like going outside and exercising. I've had a lot more time to focus on my health, and I've been jump roping, tree climbing, bike riding, and playing tennis. For those of y'all surrounded by nature and not too many people walking around outside, feel free to improvise. It might be a little scary, but try something like climbing trees. It's a lot of fun. It builds a lot of arm strength for me, and it allows me to get cool stretches in. And you might get a or two, or you might get family members trying to mess with you. But I mean, honestly, it's a lot of fun. So definitely try and get creative with the environment around you. But do remember to stay safe. Do not go and get yourself hurt. Take things slow, but definitely have fun. Unfortunately, we can't spend all of our free time in front of a television screen. For people still looking for new exploits, try to learn something new. I'm hoping that some of the videos that I have in the works can help you with this. And for those of you who managed to make it this far, I'm going to treat you guys a bit to my to-do list. All of the highlights of what I want to do by the end of summer break are actually right here on this sticky note. Of course, I'm actually trying to get into 3D animation. I want to be able to make a 3D character for the bear that I use for most of my videos, and use him to make a lot of the animating easier. I'm also going to probably work on a lip sync program somewhere in the future, so that basically what it would do is it would take any audio file and automatically lip sync it for me by using a whole bunch of keyframes and transitioning between them. I think that would be really helpful. Um, I also have a college reading calculator that I've been putting out on the DL kind of, so that people could try it out, and I'm definitely going to improve on that. And that's all in Java, so it will be a whole Java based video. Um, I'm working on walk cycles in 2D animation. So I do want to point out one thing for anyone who wants to really get into animation. Hold up. This book right here, The Animator's Survival Kit by Richard Williams, is amazing for all types of animation. I have the expanded edition, which goes more into modern computer animation, but even if you got the original edition, you'd be perfectly fine for 2D animation. That's what I'm using to teach myself to animate, and it's definitely just got a lot of wisdom in it. So anyone who's looking to learn to animate, pick that up. I got it for $30 on eBay, and I'm actually really proud of that because it's a lot more expensive for the expanded edition. But if you really are interested in animation, I think that is a great starting point. Let's see what else is on my to-do list. Oh yeah, the webcomic. More on that later. Also, I'm working on a new profile picture for my YouTube channel and a new banner for the YouTube channel that is a little bit more representative of the type of videos that I'm making and I plan to make in the future. Ignore Bob Ross for now. That's a video in the near future that you guys might see. I'm also going to try and learn to do pixel art just because it looks really cool, and I think it would be really fun to actually learn how to do that. I'm also, by the end of the summer, I want to have a website up for the channel, and I want to code it completely by myself, like not completely by myself, but completely myself. And I'll be walking you guys through that whole progress because I think that a website would definitely allow me to put more of my coding projects on there, and also be able to hold polls and that type of stuff for future ideas. Autobiography, yes. There is a video series in the future coming that is my autobiography. There's a lot of stuff that I have and I've been through in my life that I've never really told anyone about, and I think that this would be a cool way of like just letting you guys get to know me a little bit better while also being a bit of a story time thing. So it will be a lot of fun. I do plan to make a puppet. That's gonna be fun. If I can figure out, I'm gonna plan them out, design them, then I'm gonna figure out what I need for them, and put it all together. So I do plan to make a puppet, which would make some of my visual stuff for my videos a little bit easier. So that will definitely be its own ordeal. I do have a comic book series diving in to the depths of many characters like Spider-Man and Daredevil, and what that really means to the people who write them and to the people who read those comics, especially to the multiple iterations of them. So there's a series on that coming very soon, hopefully. And also, this creepypasta thing, don't think about it too hard. It's coming in the very near future. I am making a video about creepypastas. So now you guys know. There's still some videos I haven't really talked about that are coming in the near future that you guys will see soon, and I'm really excited about it. So just keep your eyes out. So yeah, I'll be trying to learn all of these things as well as create something with them, and I'll be taking you guys along on the whole trip, so that maybe you guys can learn a bit from all of this stuff that I'm trying to pick up. I spend the majority of the free time that I can spare in the pursuit of these goals, so that usually holds me out until the day ends. And as simple as that, a day in quarantine is ended. There are actually a few other things that I do for fun, but those are for later videos. And trust me, they're coming very soon. Be patient. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. With all of this newfound time that I'm spending at home, what am I going to do with the channel? What does that mean for the channel? Well, I mean, I could dip out for a couple more months, relax a little bit, read some comic books, play some video games. But nah, we both know that's not what's gonna happen. At least hopefully that's not what's gonna happen. I plan to actually execute on a lot of the ideas that I started but never really had time to finish throughout the school year, especially since I came back during the summer. There were a lot of things that I had moving back then that I never really got to complete because school came and like hit me like a truck. But that's a story for another video. If things go to plan, starting next week, there will be new content from me every day from Thursday to Sunday. That means Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, new content. So, hear me out here. This will be on various platforms, so keep an eye on the bottom of the screen for the usernames that I am using on these websites and these platforms, and the links to each one will be in the description. On Thursdays, I will be posting podcasts of me talking about a lot of different ideas and screwing around with friends on SoundCloud. This will be allow me to make a lot of videos and say a lot of things that I've been feeling without having to worry too much about making sure there's visual cues and visuals that go along with it. And also by putting it on SoundCloud, that allows you guys to watch it without keeping your phone on the whole time, so you can put it to sleep and whatnot, and like put it on during a run or something. I don't know. Fridays I will be posting new videos on this channel. Saturdays are for live streaming on Twitch, and that is going to be a completely new thing for me. I actually plan to do a practice stream tomorrow, between 11 and 1 o'clock, to make sure that everything runs smoothly. Let me know the best times for you guys to tune in on streams on Saturdays, so I can choose when I really want to start making it normal, like the normal times for it. And I hope to start publishing more stories for my webcomic on Sundays, which would complete out that 4-day streak. Thursdays, podcast on SoundCloud. Fridays, new video on YouTube. Saturdays, a stream on Twitch. And Sundays would be a new post on my webcomic through Webtoon. This will be a lot of work. But I have done a lot of prepping and already have a lot of scripts written for everything and a plan on where I want to go with each. Of course, I may fall behind and miss a day or change something about the schedule, so it's important to keep you guys in the loop. For announcements and updates from now on, follow me on Instagram. I probably won't be posting when I post a new video on my personal Instagram anymore, because now I have one for the channel, and that'll be about news for everything. It'll be news for all 4 days, how everything's going. I might give you guys sneak peeks, all that type of stuff, so you guys can take a look at like what I've been working on, how my week's been going, in terms of content creation instead of in terms of personal life stuff. This is really the culmination of a lot of work and a lot of dreaming. So I hope you all will be willing to come along with me as I build this channel up into the idea that I have in my head. For regular updates, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I know some of you who like the video are probably wondering how to let the world know you like the video, How do I share this love for this amazing content creator? Well, there's a button for that. Please click it. I think it helps the channel somehow. I don't really know, but I know it couldn't hurt. So click it, please. Also, I'm really, really excited, and I do believe I can do this. So let's get to work. Alright guys, so consider this a bit of a post-credit scene. This part of the video is for my family and any friends who would like to pitch into the effort that I'm having in making all of this content, whether it's because you're bored or whether it's because you actually really have some ideas that you wanted to see come into fruition. I am always accepting help. I'm willing to teach anyone who wants to know what I've been picking up to make this idea a reality. If you want to learn animation, I will teach you as best as I can, that type of stuff. Also, I might need, for especially for the people in the house with me, I might need a very loose leash with this. So, please give me a little bit of time and a little bit of space. I might be doing some weird things coming like into the next few weeks. I know I can be a little eccentric, but if you do get involved, I will ask you to help me with some unusual ideas. In terms of the types of things I need, it would help to have a colorist, a shader, for my webcomic and for animation videos. And I might need a cameraman or actors for certain skits that I do. So definitely, don't be surprised if I do something very unusual, and always feel free to say no. But, yeah, just be warned. That's it.